Yeah, we're the chumps. Hey folks, I'm getting started in just a second. Appreciate you guys being here. Hey, Vitor on YouTube, Angela on YouTube. Nice to see you guys. I'm going to try to be better about keeping an eye on the YouTube chat. I need 3 monitors. That's what I need. I must have all the monitors. Hey, Gleefbeard, Civic, Todd the Cane, Titan, Luca the Loot, Die Weapon. Nice to see all you guys here. Hello and welcome to the weekly Wednesday lunchtime live stream here on twitch.tv/DDO stream and youtube.com/Dungeons & Dragons/live. I'm DDO's Community Manager Cordovan here on Thalanis. Week 2 of 2, running epics, low-level epics on a character I've recently epic reincarnated. Also want to say hello to Titan, who's with me today. How you doing, Titan? Hello, Titan. Maybe he's not talking because he's listening to the chat there. We'll see you in about 20 seconds here. So, 8790, Michael, Bortek. Nice to see you guys and gals here.
Hey, Jerry.
Yep, indeed. So, we're going to be running probably some House D stuff, maybe some House Fiarlan stuff. Kind of depends on the state of flagging for Titan here, who's, by the way, streaming on Wednesday nights here as well on twitch.tv/DDO stream. It's where you can find our full calendar as well. You can also find a link to a Google Calendar that's maintained properly, and you can subscribe to certain shows if you'd like to. Hey, Gemini, nice to see you here. Going not too bad here in the world of Dungeons & Dragons Online. Keeping busy, that's for sure. But, we're working on Update 32. I saw in the thread here someone was like, well, how we doing on Update 32? Things are going fine. We've got an update to Caneth Crafting that you can see on the DDO forums that got released last week.
But I can redbox it.
Yeah, it sounds good. Let's just redbox it then. Why do I crash Z-Party? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, will do, Michael. Zyla, how you doing? Oh, he's so huge, that Onyx Panther. Figured I'm in the level range, might as well bring him out, huh? Gonna have many friends with me today. Similar to the Pew 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 build, I once tried to figure out how many summon pets and hirelings and that you could get at one time. The answer is quite a few.
Do I look sharp in my black scale armor?
Yeah, very cool. Did you just make that?
I've had it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have to admit I don't have any dragon scale armor, but I should, because it's good stuff. I actually kind of wish I had one of them for this guy, blue or white. I can't remember which one. Need to be reminded on the stats here. I'll take it.
The blue is the caster armor, and the white is the tank armor, I think.
Yeah, that's right. I think I was thinking about perhaps the white armor. I'm live streaming right now, actually. Yep. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting you're pretty good at that, stunning things, which is nice. It's a good thing to have in the party. Useful that. Xylo, streaming on Thalanis as well, First Life Wizard Rogue. Give a shout out to your Twitch page. Feel free to put a URL into the chat if you'd like, so folks can give you a follow. Let me see. Yeah, white protection. Black bypass, angel armor. Yeah, there you go. Acute delirium broke ATM. Bed and bookcase pathing broken. They get stuck in corners of walls. Yeah, we've been looking into that. I think we're going to be perhaps looking at a brief server reboot just to take care of some of these problems in the near future. But stay tuned on that. We're not quite ready to announce anything there yet. But oh, forget he's up on the stairs here. So one of the things we're kind of looking into is whether we might have a possible memory leak in one of our AI pathing sort of systems. And that would explain some of that unusual behavior that you guys have been reporting in recent days regarding, say, like mob AI pathing and things like that. It's too early to really say, yes, it is a thing, but something's going on, so... Yeah, and again, the fact that it tends to be progressive over time like that would indicate a potential memory leak. So that's something we're actively looking into. But in the meantime, short term, we could, reboot the worlds to take care of that issue for a while. Perhaps even do, say, like a weekly reboot if necessary.
Yeah, I've heard some people say that the bookshelves and bookcases in Acute Delirium have been stuck.
Yeah, I've been seeing that as well.
After the sounds of battle die away, the door to the armory strongly sweeps open.
Let me see. Shameless plug is shameless. No, it's fine. We're all into shameless plugs here. If you're streaming DDO, I'd encourage you to get the word out about your stream on DDO stream here. I mean, that's sort of the point, right? So we want people to find you. So please let them find you. This is a good thing.
A thick layer of dust covers the tunnel floor. Even worse than the choking dust is the stench wafting up from the pipes. Foul water from the leaking pipes covers the floor of this room. The rats down below pay the filth no mind.
Ah! Dang it. Let's see. I missed your question above. Any chance of armor pass-through for Warforged Blade Forged? No. Well, any chance? I mean, anything's possible, but I don't know of any plans to update things for Blade Forged. Sorry. Ah, man, I suck. You know, Blade Forge have. I mean, if you had some specific sort of questions you would have, let me know kind of what you're thinking. Um, but right now, I don't know of any, like I say, any plans to adjust docents, for example, to work more like non-docent armor. You know, docents have some advantages and disadvantages, and that's working as intended. Ah, there we go. Ah. Guilty just got Cargon's tasty ham. Warforged, no medium armor nor any warlock benefits. Can I check the dispelling shot for Ranger? It is removing the paralysis effect from monsters, and it should not. I'll have to look into that. I mean, if it's just a basic spell dispel, then that may be actually working as intended. But what leads you to think that it should not be? If you've got something to say regarding that, let me know. It seems to me like it should be probably dispelling effects like that, but I could be wrong. Like I say, I haven't really dug into it, so what do I know?
Find yourself in the grand office of House Denise, Chief Counsel.
We'd have to... So basically someone's saying mithril body should work for light armor enhancements in some trees. If it's not working that way, then yes, that is a bug. In particular, we'd have to check into the individual bug to see what the status of it is. Which enhancement trees in particular are having an issue. Kind of see what's going on there.
Blood-tide pirates roam the halls, searching for plunder. The magical shields vanish. You hear the Denise mercenaries below.
Oh, it's
Cheer
through
at your
here,
victory.
isn't it? Wow. I thought it was through here. Am I wrong? Where is that stupid box?
There was no sign of Captain Q anywhere on the second floor. He must have escaped higher into the tower.
PRR of adamantine acting like medium armor. You know what might be really good for that is if you have a comprehensive thread that you can point to that basically has this entire list of this stuff, that would be useful for me to kind of have a better sense of which specifically what issues and what enhancements in particular need assistance for one. It's a little hard to just sort of individually deal with all these issues over chat. But I get in general what you're saying is PRR may be off on composite plating. You feel it should be heavy rather than medium. and light armor may not be working correctly with some enhancements. Mithril armor, rather. Not being treated as light armor for some enhancements.
I got him stunned. That was the Anvil of Thunder that did that.
Blood-tide pirates stand over the prone bodies of the wounded, looting them down to their last copper
Is
coin.
DDO Windows 10 compatible yet? Yeah, I mean, DDO works fine on Windows 10. I haven't had any issues. I've been playing on Windows 10 for 6 months or so at least.
The sound of looting comes from inside the barracks. You can slay the pirates yourself, but if you can catch them by surprise and seal them inside,
Where's my cleric? I don't know.
maybe more appreciative.
Oops. Yeah, I'll deal with him later. Oops.
It seems that not even death has been able to stop Captain Grimm from his plundering ways. The magical shield materializes, sealing the pirates in with their ill-gotten wealth.
I'm coming.
Alright. So basically you want a medium body feat for Warforged. And then you want it to work right. Yeah, I don't know.
The magical shield shimmers into existence, blocking the pirates.
Hey Jerry, I got a legendary dashing gloves on my warlock.
Nice. So Titan, someone's asking in chat if you're streaming tonight. Are you streaming tonight?
What was that? Couldn't hear you.
Are you streaming tonight?
Yes, I am.
Okay, there we go. So someone is saying, I'm wondering if a Windows 10 is, quote, causing lag. That's not my understanding. I have seen no increased lag as a result of running Windows 10. So, I mean, granted, your mileage may vary, but for me, Windows 10 worked just fine. It just completely static. I mean, I didn't have to do a thing. I just sort of booted up Windows 10, booted up DDO, and there you go. No issues whatsoever. Clerics can't detect traps even... Did you already take care of the other side here?
I did.
Okay.
This door leads out to the very top of
So hirelings do have an issue finding traps. It has to do with some of the weird ways that hirelings, or that traps sort of exist within the world space. It's sort of always been a problem. really like this section of the quest. It's very atmospheric. It's real cool. Someone saying, I thought I saw a news post that over 50% of Steam users were running Windows 10 already. I think a lot of that has to do with, I mean, I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know. But it wouldn't surprise me to hear something like that. I think part of it is that, right now Windows 10's, quote, free to download till, the end of the month or something like that. So I think a lot of people who want to be up on the current operating system, including a bunch of gamers, are probably like, well, I might as well. Plus you get, notifications of which you like to use fairly regularly as a Windows user, so. Some folks just like, fine, stop bothering me. Can we have more control over hirelings and an on-off switch for what spells they can cast? Yes. I'm trying to remember where that is, but there is a thing to do that. Well, I can't find it, but...
As the crimson moon falls from the sky, burning, there is a scream of fury behind you. Captain 2 has arrived.
Yeah, left click on their menu bar, select the spell. Yeah.
A doorway leads into the tower's uppermost chamber.
Can we have a spell component pouch? Yeah, that's been a long-standing request, hasn't it? I don't know. We do have Omni's spell dust. It's a pretty good solution there. Oh, someone's been sending me tales? There we go. Sorry. Wasn't paying attention to my chat. Guess I should probably do that. So part of it is a technical issue, in that it's hard to use something from a bag like that, and so there would be a significant technical implementation cost to create spell component pouches. Not to say it couldn't be done, but it would not be an insignificant task. It'd be far more work than, say, just saying, this goes for spell components, make work, you know? Perhaps if we get one of the systems devs on here, or engineers, I guess, in the future, we can talk a little bit more about the whys and wherefores of that thing, but... Someone's saying we do it with crafting already. The answer to that is yes and no. Ta-da!
Do you want the bracers?
No, that's alright. There we go. Alright, let's, I don't know, as long as we're here, might as well do Black Lock, huh?
Sure.
Sorry, I don't know how much I can really get into all the whys and wherefores, but the way bags tend to work is it's not like the item sits there in the bag waiting to be pulled out. It's basically kind of recreated in a large space when you pull something out of there. So in terms of spell component pouches, my understanding is it would be there would be some issues with the frequency of that process. So the reason I think we can do that with, say, crafting is that it doesn't happen as often. But I could be wrong about that. I need to double check. Maybe we can get one of the engineers up here.
When you get higher levels, that we could both do a legendary shroud together, right?
Yeah, I'm down for that. Sounds cool. Like I say, I just ER'd a little while ago, so that's sort of what's up there.
You ready yourself for the upcoming battle against the necromancers and their undead pirate minions.
Just get rid of all spell components in the game altogether. That's one way to do it, I guess. I don't know.
These guards look and smell like zombies, but they're quick and decisive, suggesting
I don't know. Yeah, you know. More inventory. I need all the inventory space. It Shoe materials, man. Who doesn't want that feat? Actually, can't you get that now from, what is it, Harper? Yeah, I don't know. You know, I think that would be up to the e-commerce folks to run the numbers and see whether
Yeah, I can't see a thing in here.
the production cost would be recouped. I don't have the answer to that. People certainly seem to think they'd want it. Someone's saying, yeah, spell components in DDO make me sound smart at the pen and paper table because I know the ingredients for various spells. It's true. It's pretty nice. Yeah.
This vile green key may prove useful later on.
This viable green key.
Hey, Jerry,
A
can
small
you
keyhole
tell me why
painted
the
green is visible in the
big
door.
room with the ship
Perhaps you
and
can
all the
find a
water
key
like
that
kills your frames per second?
Too many light sources. That's why.
Uh,
It's essentially the Lantern Archon problem in practice. Doing the zombie opt? Probably. I don't see why not. Ah! Oof. It's kind of harsh. There you go.
The pirates behind this door continue their duel, oblivious to your presence. You notice a small red keyhole in the door.
Alright. Welcome, Kieria.
Ah, this is where first mate's from.
What do you mean?
Crystal Cove.
Ah, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Or
Level
maybe
sigils
that,
where it came from.
Lord's March quest. With all the 3 ships that you have to blow up.
Yeah, that's a good question. I think this came first prior to that one. I could be wrong, though.
This key is colored a rich red. You can't tell whether the color is paint or rust or something worse.
Raspberry jam.
Watch, the Warlock's gonna surpass me in kills. But I have like 6 other lives more than her.
So, someone just saying, what's leveling sigils? It was a thing that when the game first went free to play, as we were sort of experimenting with sort of how to properly free to play, that we didn't end up keeping. So,
Completely desert. Moans and the sounds of shuffling feet come from further down this corridor. A disembodied voice emanates from within the globe. Resign yourself to fate.
dungeon alert. So many of the mobs. They didn't really last that long, but they were kind of, oh, shall we say, mildly infamous. We quickly, like I said, we quickly did away with them. Man, I have really come to love Undeath to Death.
Don't forget the chest.
What is my favorite sound in the game? That comes from today's Tuesday Turbine Point giveaway. That's a good question. My favorite sound... Wow, I'm not prepared to answer that question. I don't know. I don't know what my favorite sound is. I agree with someone who said the ice destruction is pretty great. That's a good one. I really like the "Arr." That's a good one. That one.
Hey Jerry, those sonic blasts are
The
Anvil of
glue on
Thunder
this key
Vorpaling.
is only cheap paint
Nice.
over a flimsy wooden key.
Yeah, I like it.
The keyhole in this door is the same bright blue as a
Oh,
polished
sapphire. I love the way he says sapphire. I'm afraid.
The last of the apprentices is dead. Eliminating their master will now be an easier task. Sadly, the jewels into this key are all cheap fakes.
Is it okay if I lead the kill count?
Well, I would hope so. You are the fighter.
Yeah.
The Big Bang Clunk from the Rescue in Fjarlin. Yeah, that's a pretty good one too. The narration for Cry for Help. Yeah, that's a good one too. How, all in all, do I like my Thief Acrobat Favored Soul? I love my Thief Acrobat Favored Soul. I'm not leading kill counts. I'm not soloing Epic Elite raids, but that ain't me anyway. What I am doing is playing this character in a small static group on Friday nights, and for that it is perfect because I can do healing, I can take care of traps, I can do a little bit of DPS, light damage, necro stuff. So I'm not completely useless on that front. I've got my favorite soul wings. I mean, there's just a whole bunch of things that I really, really like about this build. Makes it a lot of fun to play. It's perhaps one of my favorites I've done. I'd say it's more of a kind of a utility player more than, say, a leader type, but for me, I really dig it. And I guess the big thing is it works. The build functions pretty well, up to and including even in Epic Elite. Now, the player doesn't necessarily function that well in Epic Elite, but that ain't the fault of the build.
You hear a shout from the quarterdeck above. Darren Keetle has arrived.
Oh yeah, bonus 20% heroic XP and epic XP. That kicks off tomorrow. There's also going to be a plus 5% VIP XP, so a great time to, particularly if you are a VIP player, to take advantage of some XP runs this weekend.
Or a support player.
Yeah, there you go, support player. But historically I played a lot of heal bots, right? So, but this is nice because I can do some nice offensive, both damage and spell casting. I can still do buffing. I can take care of traps, and I can still be a perfectly fine healer as well. So there's like a whole bunch of things this character can do and fill a whole bunch of roles, and so it really works for me. Plus, I have a decent enough reflex save that I'm not quite so worried about, comet falls and such like I would be had I been a pure cleric or favored soul.
Glint brightly at the end of this corridor, but so do the steel weapons held in pirate.
PRR is not great, but that's again something I could work on. Plus, I think if you were technically going to try to min-max things, I think you could. There's some things you could do. Probably not be a quarterstaff user, but I'm mostly a quarterstaff user just for thematic reasons because I want to be. I think if you were truly trying to, min-max, you'd probably go a different choice there. But for me, it works well. So much gold.
Yeah, too bad there's no dragon around to guard it, right?
Nah, it could be a mini mimic assault. Each one's a little mimic. Get attacked by a million gold pieces. See, that's how I think it's DM. Yeah. Alright, I think that's going to do it with the live stream today. I'll answer a few questions and hang out, but I think I'm done questing here for the hour. You guys got any questions for me before we start wrapping things up? Yeah, animated gold pieces, right? Because mimics don't have to be chests. They just typically are in the game. Alright, so let's see. What did I talk about? We do have a Caneth Crafting thread update that you can see. No worries, has some updates on Caneth Crafting. We have our bonus coming up this weekend. We're hard at work on update 32. Hopefully we'll be able to get you a preview of that, soonish. No real word as to when we'll be doing our Lamania preview, but it's in the works. And we're full steam ahead on working on the modules, the content, the quests for the slave lords. And let's see. I guess those are really the big bullet points. Like I say, it's just kind of heads down, working on stuff. I'll have to look into that Warforged sort of docent question that came up in chat. Like I say, if you want to put together a thread that maybe consolidates all the areas where that could, that we should be looking at, let me know. I'll see it on the forums there. Any word as to when bundles might make it back into the store? No, I don't have any word on that, other than it's still something we're planning to do. So it would be the next, I could say it would probably be the next DDO store update, but I don't know when that's going to be. Pen and paper stream, question mark? It's in the works. Some schedules had to get shifted around and such, and some of us are a little busier than we were, so it's going to be, we're going to have to kind of think about when we can do this and all that sort of thing, but that's the idea. Lore Hunt, I looked into it, but I haven't really been able to get a good answer yet. So, no, I didn't die. I got close there that one time, but then we were just running on a hard, so. The money will be up when, question mark?
Yeah, I got lost.
When we're ready. So what we're going to be doing, I can tell you we're going to be doing a Kenneth crafting update on Lamania. We'll probably do a quest update on Lamania. We want to get character copy working again before we do that Kenneth crafting update. So the ETA is still up in the air at this point for that. So, Feral Knee says having problems with slow zoning. Will the reboot help with that? Yes, it should. Yes, and we are aware of that. How about remnant items returning sometime soon? I could put in a request. Could probably get that done. Would a wand box suffer the same problem as a spell components bag? Yes, in that you couldn't. Well, I mean, depending on how it was implemented, right? If the idea was that you could use a wand from the wand box, then yes, it would have that problem. If it was required that you would have to remove a wand from that box in order to use it, then that would probably be a possibility. Anyway, lore hunt on the Titan raid. I need to look more into that. Yep. Will we ever have a breakable count for a monster manual type? There's that's come up in conversation, but nothing to announce there. When is Titan live streaming? Titan, when are you live streaming? 9 o'clock, right?
Yes, 9 o'clock.
Yep. All right, there you go. That one. What are the odds that timers on clickies could reset when you exit a quest, like the endless flasks, for example? I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to see what the implementation of that is.
Warforged Titan as a cosmetic pet.
That would be great, wouldn't it? Yeah. I know someone who would love to see that. 790 asks, any chance of the 10th anniversary event making a weekend appearance before the end of the year? Probably not. You know, that that was a special event. But never say never. You know, we'll let you know. Why don't remnants make a sound like treasure bags? I don't know.
The Lamania update for Kansas crafting and stuff?
Just that it's in the works. We'll probably have, one of our Lamania previews for Update 32 will most likely focus on Kenneth crafting, but no ETA to announce on that.
Okay.
Any word on expansion packs being brought back to the DDO store? That would require the bundle update that I answered previously. It's something that we would still like to do, but no ETA to announce on that yet. Anyway, I don't know about the remnants not making a sound. Probably just because the sound wasn't hooked up to it. Maybe it was kind of a decision to not... Maybe some people be annoyed by it? I don't know. Something we could look into, I guess. Do endless flasks reset when you exit a quest? I think the answer is no, right? Didn't someone just say that in chat? I actually haven't really looked myself. I guess it's never really been an issue for me. Alright, that's going to do it with the Weekly Wednesday Lunchtime live stream for this week. I will be back on Friday at noon for Friday afternoon. We'll have DDO as she is played at 4 o'clock today, 9 o'clock Titan is streaming. You can find her full schedule on twitch.tv/DDO stream. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel to get these archive videos in your YouTube subscription feed. And please join us on the DDO forums at DDO.com. We'd love to get your feedback on all sorts of stuff there. I would also mention that we do have some room for new streamers on Dungeons & Dragons, on the Twitch stream here. So if that's something that's interesting to you, if you do stream DDO, if you've got a little bit of practice basically, and you think you'd like to bring your talents to me, or to DDO stream rather, get in touch with me through the forums. You can PM me, get me in touch with us through either Facebook or Twitter, the Dungeons & Dragons online feeds, either's fine. Let me know you want to stream, and we can talk about it. Maybe get you set up here if at all possible. Sorry, Titan, I missed that. What was that again?
Do you know the code giveaway you do in the chat? Can you take a letter off or a number, whatever?
No. Yeah, I suppose I could. Why? Yeah. All right. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you again soon.
It gives other people a chance to get some.